Hi Year 11, welcome to our video on harder questions from solving linear equations. Okay, so let's have a look at some of these things here. Sometimes we've got, so the hard ones here, you'll see fractions and also some worded problems. So I thought, well, we'll look at some fractions at the end. Let's have a look at a word problem to begin with. Okay, let's have a look here at 11a. My father's 40 years older than me and he's 3 times my age. How old am I? Now look, what I'm trying to find is how old I am here, and I think then that I am going to establish that as my variable. Okay, so let's say, let my age be x. Now we've got to find statements about x. This was question 11a. Got to find statements about x. My father is 40 years older than I am, so that means that he is x plus 40 years old. Okay, so I've got that statement there. I know my father's age is x plus 40. I don't want to create a new variable there if I can avoid it. And that's also 3 times my age, so equals 3x. Right, so my father's age is 40 years more than mine. It's also 3 times mine. Okay, now I've got a statement. Now I've got quite a solvable equation from experience. Students find it difficult to create these equations. Solving them, fine, good work. Creating them is more difficult. Right, generally find out what is it that you're trying to find, set that up as your variable, and then try to find statements that relate to that. Any sort of statement about that. Generally there'll be some sort of equals involved. You'll get a couple of statements that you can equate to each other, and then you should be able to solve it. Okay, you generally only want the one variable. Okay, otherwise you're going to end up solving simultaneous equations. It might be possible, but try to write them all in terms of one variable. So now we'll rearrange this, and I'm going to say that I'm going to take x away from both sides and swap left and right over, and I'm going to get 2x equals 40. Okay, 2x equals 40. X equals 20. Would that be right? If my father is 40 years older than I am, he would be 60. And that's 3 times 20 as well. Okay, that's great. 11a. So the hard part there is not solving the equation, it's writing the equation. Now let's look at something here. Let's look here at 12e. Okay, we've got a certain amount of complication going on here. 12e, I need to make d the subject of that equation. That's a bit tricky because not only do we have fractions, I've got d in the numerator and the denominator, and it can't be cancelled. Right, so I end up with this thing. C equals 7 plus 2d over 5 minus 3d. I've got to get rid of that fraction. I'm going to multiply both sides by 5 minus 3d. Okay, so I get c outside of 5 minus 3d equals 7 plus 2d. Okay, I get this. I've got to combine those d's together somehow. I've got to get it out of the brackets. I'm going to expand the brackets, and I get 5c minus 3cd equals 7 plus 2d. Let's put all my d's over on the left. Okay, so I've got negative 3cd minus 2d. Well, 7, I'm going to take 5c away as well, minus 5c. Okay, it's just rearranging things here. Now I'm going to factorise this, and I'm going to say that d outside of negative 3c minus 2 equals 7 minus 5c. And you can see I'm getting close to getting d on its own now. Now I'm just going to divide by this thing, and d equals 7 minus 5c over negative 3c minus 2. Okay, I hope that's helpful. Certainly harder questions. It's good to be able to do these manipulations with fractions. Okay, that's for linear equations. We'll be up for quadratic soon, I think. Okay, see you in that one. Bye.